Berikut 7 para pemain basket NBA yang mempunyai gaji yang sangat fantastis. Dibandingkan bintang sepak bola, pamor pemain basket NBA Amerika Serikat memang gak terlalu sering dibicarakan di headline tanah air. Walaupun demikian, gaji yang didapatkan oleh mereka ternyata gak kalah fantastisnya. Itu menjadi risiko bagi olahraga dunia bila memiliki skill yang mumpuni diganjar dengan bayaran yang mahal. Selain bisa menentukan dari sisi prestasi, pemain terkenal juga bisa menyumbangkan cuan dan merchandise yang dijual oleh klub yang mengontrak. Untuk olahraga basket ini, kamu pasti mengenal beberapa superstar terkenal seperti Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, dan Shaq O'Neal. Pada masanya, ketiga nama tersebut diganjar dengan bayaran yang lumayan mahal, mencapai jutaan dolar Amerika Serikat. Tanpa berlama-lama, yuk kita simak langsung aja pemain basket NBA yang gaji termahal di musim 2019 dan 2020. Check it out. Pebasket yang bayaran tertinggi pertama, apalagi pebasket tersebut mencetak rekor pemain dengan kontrak terbesar di sejarah NBA. Dia setuju memperpanjang kontraknya selama 5 tahun di Golden State Warrior. Nilai kontrak baru Curry senilai 200 juta dolar AS atau setara dengan 2,67 triliun rupiah, merupakan kontrak tertinggi dalam sejarah NBA. Pada musim ini Curry mendapatkan gaji 34,6 juta US dollar. Gaji setinggi langit ini diterimanya saat ia mengantarkan Warriors sebagai juara. Chris Paul. Di musim 2019 dan 2020, dirinya mendapatkan bayaran sebanyak 542 miliaran rupiah per musimnya. Biarpun sudah malang melintang di NBA sejak tahun 2005, Chris Paul sayangnya belum pernah merasakan sensasi juara NBA sekalipun. Russell Westbrook. Kemudian ada Russell Westbrook yang mendapatkan gaji sama tingginya, sebesar 35,6 juta US dollar atau setara dengan 496 miliar rupiah. Angka tersebut juga naik dari musim lalu. Dirinya ikut serta sejajar dengan Chris Paul yang juga mendapatkan bayaran sama. Russell Westbrook adalah pemain tim Oklahoma City Thunder.
Cantor trailing the play and rocking that one down off the feed from Westbrook. That's beautiful basketry. It's a big part of his story when he was in New Orleans a couple of years ago. Smith got lost. Cantor gets inside and one.
Come on, man. He threaded the eye of the needle.
Side wall. May have been a little too casual with that. Westbrook scores.
And you can hear Scott Brooks yelling, get back, get back. 5 of his points have come from the free throw line. That's great anticipation and read by Oladipo.
3-on-2 break. Westbrook set up and fouled, and one for Russ. As he makes his first visit to Oklahoma City. On the other bench, another steal by Westbrook. Westbrook with the hesitation. And did he ever?
Well, he called his own number on this play. There was no passing. He was right by John Wall. There's no weak side help there. It's every man for himself.
Punishing the rim.
Players.
Westbrook goes to work on Wall, squares up on top of him and scores.
Get ahead, get that lead back out to double figures.
Westbrook dumps it off. Domas started it. Domas finished it.
Okay, the patience.
Anthony Morrow and Jeremy Grant have checked in. Westbrook dumping off to Adams. Well, Marcin Gortat was absolutely in no man's land. Westbrook sets up Sabonis. He takes his time and waits for 2 defenders. His last 4. A 1-possession advantage. Sabonis sets that screen and then keeps his hands high. Tips that rebound away from Marquise Morris. Extended possession. Home Depot for three. No. Westbrook. Down 7. Westbrook driving. Robertson wide open for three.
Making plays like that.
Beal lost the handle on the basketball. On the run out, Oladipo streaking to the rack. It's a one-point game. Scoring for Washington, 6 for Oklahoma City. Westbrook putting on that burst of speed and finishes with the left hand.
4. Kevin Durant. Selanjutnya adalah Kevin Durant yang baru memutuskan pindah ke klub Brooklyn Nets. Pria kelahiran 29 September 1988 di Washington DC, Amerika Serikat ini sebelumnya membela tim Golden State Warrior. Bersama Golden State Warrior, Kevin Durant berhasil meraih 2 kali cincin juara pada tahun 2017 dan 2018. Setelah pindah, Kevin Durant mendapatkan gaji yang lumayan fantastis, mencapai 538 miliaran per musim.
Collison comes away with it. Fisher had a huge three-point basket with 15.5 seconds left, and look at Durant putting on a show!
Here's the thing is, he was on the dance floor and he was dancing.
23 points in their opener. He's got 6 here. What a move by Durant! Augie Collison with the finish.
KD with another one for Kevin Durant on the fall away. He's 3 of 4 from the fields. Durant some nifty drilling, the pull-ups.
Jackson. Durant, 8 to shoot. Gets by Ariza with a heck of a move and slams it in.
His signature move, saw a double crossover in the game yesterday that they had in Toronto.
Dudley's jump shot misses. Ball tipped away, taken by Durant. Durant the crossover and the layup. Gliding through the air with those long strides.
Man, there's been some crossovers in this game.
A whole bunch of statistics, including field goal percentage. Over, the whole motto is improve every day. And the star player is so motivated. And every year, they've had a better record than a previous.
3. John Wall. Pemain basket yang berikut yang termasuk dalam daftar adalah John Wall, yang saat ini membela Washington Wizards. Ini merupakan seorang point guard yang lahir pada 6 September 1990 di Carolina Utara, Amerika Serikat. Selama 5 tahun berturut-turut dari 2014 sampai dengan sekarang, John Wall berhasil masuk dalam skuad tim All-Star yang sering diadakan satu musim sekali. Washington Wizards harus mengeluarkan kocek yang lumayan dalam untuk menyewa jasa John Wall dengan gaji sekitar 537 miliar rupiah lebih per musimnya.
Where is your frustration level these last 2 games, in particular the third quarter? Sam told me at halftime that it's just like attention to detail. It's like little things.
Like I said, basically just come out. I mean, third quarter is it's like our first quarter most of the time. We don't play good in the first quarter, and then we get down. Third quarter we can be closer, we can be up, and then we don't play good those first 5 minutes. And I feel like with this team, that's the most key part of the game for us is that third quarter. We don't play those first 5 minutes. It's basically good night for us in a basketball game, or we're working our way to try to fight from 10 to 15 down, and it's tough against good teams like this. It's very hard to find your way back into the game. I don't know, so last year we was pretty good at home and not good on the road. That's how you've been in the past, but this year we've been winning a little bit more of our games on the road. But you just got to find a way to get out this funk, and probably is a good thing we get to get away from DC and try to find a way and get our chemistry back together and playing as a team, and try to get a win on the road, get a couple wins on the road, and come back and try to take your home court advantage, because that's going to be key if you want to be a playoff team, or if you want to win games, you got to be able to take care of your home court.
You also used to beat the best team when they came to town. Now you're thinking 1-10 against teams with winning records. How do you explain coaching those?
That third quarter, that's how I basically see it. I feel like we're right there with a lot of teams, and we're fighting that first half, and then third quarter, you basically don't come out with that same energy and focus. You know, we're not locked in and focused like we was in that first half. In the third quarter, those good teams, they know that's when you can put a team down and try to get them out the game and give it that knockout punch.
Is it frustrating that you shut down Dirk the other night? Today you pretty much kept stepping in check because you guys still had to make great him.
I think he was getting stops. We was getting a lot of stops, and they wasn't making too many. But we just gotta find a way to get ourselves together in that third quarter, and we gotta get ourselves out of the funk. You know what I mean? Some nights everybody's wanting to miss shots, and that's something you gotta do as a team. And everybody else gotta keep playing and let your defense get you aggravated and get you to playing basketball the right way. But we just keep moving the ball and try to get out this funk of missing shots. But you gotta keep playing defense no matter what.
I know the East is kind of treading water. Nobody's really picking them up. Do you feel like you're wasting an opportunity now to get to separation?
Oh yeah, I think we've been wasted a lot of opportunities, especially when we got to 500 the first time. We had those 3 games that we lost at home, and then when we lost that one tough one on the road to Atlanta, he came back and fought our way to get back and win the games on the road and get back to 500. And it was like we're doing the same thing we did when we got to 500 before. So, I mean, you look at it, it's tough that you're not get your separation when the time is right, but you're still in a good situation, but not a great situation because teams are losing just like we are. But we got to find a way to win games, man, and then just try to solidify ourselves where we want to be.
2. James Harden. Yang berikut adalah James Harden yang kini membela tim Houston Rockets. Sosoknya sangat mudah diingat oleh karena janggutnya yang tebal. Pria yang lahir pada 26 Agustus 1989 California, Amerika Serikat ini sayangnya belum pernah merasakan gelar juara NBA seperti LeBron James. Walau gitu, James sempat meraih gelar Most Valuable Player tahun 2018. Gajinya bersama Houston Rockets diketahui sekitar 537 miliaran per musim.
What made you do that traveling step back? How do you get away with it?
Because it's not travel, and in the NBA, especially the highest level of basketball, you got to find ways to get better every single year, and you got to find ways to create an advantage every single year, and that's what I'm doing, you know. And it's not travel, and this year I'm gonna come up with something more creative that is gonna look like it's travel, but it's not. And honestly,
that was James Harden this summer in response to some kid on if his patented step back is a travel. Besides the humor here, notice what he said.
This year I'm gonna come up with something more creative that is gonna look like it's travel, but it's not. And honestly,
well, gosh darn it, this man has done it. The new move highlighted in summer runs in the NBA preseason is here, and it takes the form of a one-leg step back, side step, sometimes running jumper. Of course, this got met with some backlash on the internet. Just check out the constructive criticism in this comment section, but hey, what do you expect from many people online? And unlike many people online though, I preface my take on this move today by saying it's extremely impressive.
Question.
Do you know how skilled you have to be to score on an NBA defender? No, really, do you know? I don't. But I can tell you this, when I play pickup, I'm reminded of one main thing. The NBA athlete must be in phenomenal shape to be effective. So what does this tell me? James Harden is at such an elite level that he's no longer concerned with keeping up with the pace of play and simply surviving on the floor. He knows the game so well that he's literally creating a new move to add another advantage to his offensive repertoire. And he's executing this move, which is at an elite level of difficulty, against NBA defenders at NBA speed. If it will work consistently, now that is yet to be seen. Now I admit I've poked fun at Harden's step back in the past, calling it a double step back, because it does look like a travel sometimes, but in saying that, I've never discounted the level of difficulty on the move. Seriously, try pulling something like this off consistently in pickup, and you'll learn you ain't no James Harden. Now with this said, here's where I shift gears and give my take. This move is a terrible influence on young players. And no, I'm not blaming James Harden for this because like he said, he's got to come up with creative ways to score every year. Note though that he has the skill and puts in the time to be able to successfully execute his signature offensive moves. Remember a popular take a few years back on how Steph Curry was ruining the game of basketball by taking and making so many threes? His influence had these young kids shooting threes before they could make a layup because, well, they wanted to be like Steph Curry. Was that Curry's fault? No. The man found out that he could make a living and be ultra successful by playing to his strengths. Keyword, strengths. Now, how could I say that Harden's move is going to influence young players? Because this has happened throughout history and it ain't stopping now, people. Look at the ad campaigns.
James Harden is different.
That's just not real basketball.
Game, different. Step back, way different. And to being the greatest scorer ever makes you different in that too. Which would you rather be? Understood or unforgettable?
Look at his fourth signature shoe with the hashtag go with your move on the back. Especially if this one-legged step back, sidestep, runner, whatever the heck you want to call it, becomes regularly integrated into his game and is successful, oh, you better believe some AAU coaches finna lose their minds. I can also speak from personal experience. When I first got into basketball in 2008, the Celtics had just won the title and I wanted to be just like Ray Allen and hit corner threes. And before I could consistently hit layups, I was out on the court trying to shoot corner threes. If you still ain't getting my point, you can comment down below, but if this relates to you in any way, what player did you try to emulate growing up? I'm certainly not an old head, but for real, if any kids are listening, get the fundamentals down first and build from there. You'll be so much better if you do. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think James Harden's new move is a terrible influence on young players? Remember, subscribe, like, leave your feedback, comments down below, and we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. JC3 out.
1. LeBron James. Yang tidak kenal dengan pemain yang berpunggung nomor 23 asal Lakers ini. Kabar kepindahan mega bintang klub Cavaliers dari Cleveland, LeBron James ke klub legendaris asal Los Angeles Lakers menghiasi pemberitaan dunia olahraga dalam beberapa hari terakhir. Bintang yang musim lalu gagal merebut gelar juara kompetisi NBA setelah diperjudangi Warriors, Golden State dengan skor telak 4-0 akhirnya menjawab semua kontroversi yang ada. Ya, tak lama setelah laga final berakhir, beredar kabar LeBron James akan meninggalkan klub yang telah membesarkan namanya itu bersama klub yang disebut bakal dipertimbangkan LeBron, antara lain Rockets Houston dan Philadelphia. Namun ternyata LeBron memilih Lakers, klub besar dalam sejarah Liga Bola Basket Amerika Serikat. Seperti yang telah diberitakan, LeBron James mencapai kesepakatan senilai $154 juta AS untuk bergabung dengan Lakers selama 4 musim. Jika dikonversi, jumlah itu kira-kira setara dengan 2,2 triliun rupiah. Artinya untuk setiap musim dia mendapatkan bayaran sebesar $38,5 juta Amerika.
Isolated with LeBron, backs in, falling away, got it! LeBron James gives the Lakers a 1-point lead.
Jika diuraikan lebih dalam, LeBron dibayar $117,378,000 AS per quarter atau $1.781 US dollar per menit atau $163 AS per detik. Jumlah ini jika dikonversi ke dalam rupiah menjadi 2,3 juta rupiah per detik dari game yang dimainkan. Sungguh capaian yang luar biasa. Seperti diberitakan salah satu halaman media di Amerika, durasi kontrak LeBron ini merupakan yang terpanjang setelah kontrak yang ditandatangani dengan Heat Miami di tahun 2010.
Go back to this LeBron James play. Get inside. Now Memphis is dealing with an injury right now.
LeBron on the take and a finish at the rim.
Picking up where he left off in the third quarter, a little will play. LeBron James spots and identifies the opening on the baseline.
Green on him. Excellent defender. Gets by him, but a swipe from behind by Green. LeBron running on the wing. LeBron James.
And right here, the swipe from behind. No balance in the back, 3-0-1. Easy money for LeBron James.
Plus minus tonight. All the runs until he's on the floor.
Down to Morant. Grizzlies with numbers. Kyle lobbing, but good defense by Caruso to break it up. LeBron barreling to the rim and a foul on Dillon Brooks.
That is LeBron, you said, barreling down, and Dillon Brooks takes the brunt of it.
Man, an 8-time All-Star. Wow, what an out-of-bounds pass. Total breakdown defensively.
Durant is so good that I have to be physical with him and try to just give him different looks as LeBron James matches with a three of his own.
DB lets it fly. Rebound Morant. But the Grizzlies cannot finish it off. James. And an and one.